Hi, this is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. A lot of you are getting into uplighting, and today I wanted to do a little video on some uplighting fixtures. I've got 3 fixtures from American DJ we're going to be looking at today. We have got the Megapar Profile with the 10mm RGB LEDs. We have got the Mega Tri 64, which has got the 3-watt Tri LED. It's an RGB fixture also. And finally, we've got the Megabar 50. The first and last, of course, have been around for a little while. With the these guys have been around for just a little while, and the Tri 64 just came out recently. So we're going to look at these. We're going to have them all on the same controller, and we're going to be using that to control and shine the lights up on the ceiling, so you can see brightness and you can see fixtures and such. And of course, there are 3 different price points of these lights, but we'll be talking about that. Let's take a look and see what they can do. We have our 3 fixtures from American DJ shining up on the ceiling. These are 3 very commonly used uplighting type fixtures. Over on the side right here, we have the American DJ Megabar 50, and in the middle, we have the Megapar Profile. Again, those both use the 10mm LEDs, RGB LEDs. And then over on this side, we have the Mega Tri 64 Profile, where that uses the 3-watt, the 12 3-watt RGB LEDs all together built in one. What I want to do is show you some different colors on this, but I want to change the colors. They're all connected. I want to change the colors at the same time, so I've hooked it up to an American DJ Duo station that can talk to the RGB fixtures in a 3-channel mode, which is what I have it set up, so we can see and kind of compare colors. Let's start with red. As you can see, the red LED really makes a big difference between the Tri 64 on the very right, and then we have the Megapar in the middle, and the Bar 50 on the left. You get a difference in brightness. The Mega Tri is probably 4 times as bright in this application. Watch this. We pop over to blue. In blue, while you can see that there's a little brightness difference, it doesn't show in the video, that's not as noticeable as it was with the red. The red made a huge difference, but in the green and the blue, you don't see the brightness difference. So that's something to definitely keep in mind as you're looking at these fixtures. You're talking the difference between, and the Megabar right now is online. You can pick that up for about $150, somewhere in that ballpark. In the middle with the Megapar Profile, those are selling for about $99 online. If you want to get the battery powered of either of those, that can last up to 8 hours with full on, those are running just about $200. You can find that very common online. Now you jump over to the Tri 64. Tri 64 is a little more expensive. Now that is not battery backup or battery powered. That is just plug it in and run your wires. That one is right now online $249. So you're talking about a $100 to $150 price difference, which if you're trying to get into uplighting, maybe that $100 would be better to buy another fixture or 2 rather than to go with the brighter one. You'll have to kind of play it out. If you're in a place with tall ceilings, maybe the Tri 64 would be your better option, but maybe not. One color I want to show you, one additional color. This is a big one. This is yellow. The controller is defining this as yellow, so it's sending out that signal which should be giving us yellow. As you can see, the Mega Tri 64 Profile is giving us a nice yellow. It looks very good, not only on a video, but it also looks good live. The others are giving us kind of a light green. That's one of the limitations with the 10mm LEDs, is you really can't get a yellow per se. You can get close. You can tweak it a little bit and get a little bit closer than what this board is giving me right now, but you're not going to get the yellow. Tri LED can give you a yellow, and of course if a person's going to something like a RGB-A or RGB-W, you can really get your colors and you can do shades and different things, but you're talking again a bump in price, and right now we're looking at more intro level lights for those guys who are just wanting to get into uplighting. One additional area I can do with this controller is I can actually kind of set it and adjust the RGB on a dimmer. I wanted to show you, here's red at 100%, and I'm just going to take it down. Now I'm going to bring the green up and dim it down, and we're going to bring the blue up and dim it down. That didn't show as excitingly as it does in the live situation, but it was still pretty cool to see how these are working. Another thing I really like about the Tri 64 is I'm actually controlling my things just a little bit here, controlling the RGB manually, and it can almost get the equivalent of a warm white. The cool white, if you're shining that as a light on faces or something, it really washes people out quite quickly. But with that Tri 64, I can adjust and I can get a little bit closer to a warm white with that, which is has a little bit more yellow to it. And that's pretty close right there, which would give colors and faces just a little more life, rather than to just kind of wash them out and make them look like some kind of a zombie person sitting on stage. And again, as I've set my 3 RGB manually, you can see the variation in colors between the fixtures. It's got a kind of a bluish on the left, you've got a green in the middle, and we've got more of a yellowish white on the right. So just to recap, we have 3 fixtures we looked at. We looked at the Megabar 50. To go this way, we looked at the Mega Tri 64 profile and the Mega Par profile. We looked at 3 lights, 3 different price points. We're talking, this guy is a $99 fixture. If you want the battery powered one, it's $199, which the Mega Go is cool in itself. It can do a lot of things. The flexibility of being able to just lay it down, turn it on, and having your light without cords. The Tri 64 is $249, a little more expensive, but if you're needing that yellow, or that's really important to you, or you need that extra oomph from a little bit more brightness, this is the guy to look at. And then of course the Mega Bar 50 is running right now at about $150, somewhere in that ballpark. If you need it with battery, it's about $200 for that guy also. So check these out. We'll have the links in the description down below this video. I hope this helped a little bit to give you an idea of what these 3 fixtures can do. I'm John Young with the Disc Jockey News.